Hey, good morning, guys. Like most of you, I get up in the morning these last few days, and the first thing I want to do is I want to look on social media and see what's going on. It's a unprecedented time. Got my cheaters on, of course, to read, and I just wanted to step away from reading and send out some wishes and hope everybody's doing great. You know, the good thing is the apparently the survival rate for this is pretty high. Um, I guess that's a good thing. But when you see thousands and thousands and thousands of people dying as a direct relationship to this virus, yes, I know some people had some, you know, um, illnesses that they were already dealing with that complicated things and made this more difficult on them. However, you know, that's a great argument, but these people, even if they had a timeline, even if they only had 5, 6, 7 months left, so to speak, because of their illness, or maybe they were just severely asthmatic, and you know, other than modifications in medicines through their day, um, for all intents and purposes, there was no end in sight, so to speak. Um, so we have to think of those people. You know, for me, you know, I'd like to believe that if I was diagnosed with COVID-19, that you know I would get sick, of course, and battle through. I mean, I'd like to think that. And let's just say, for argument's sake, that I can, or that is the case for me. Here's the problem: I can't run around thinking I'm now some type of a superhuman and forget all the warnings and forget the self isolation and the social distancing and all that wonderful stuff. Um, you know, I've been traveling from my home, walk to my Jeep, get in my Jeep, come to my gym, walk in my gym, and back and forth. Other stops along the way, you know, I haven't been visiting people. I haven't been going over people's homes. I mean, okay, not true. You know, I did drop off, you know, a nice big jug of hand sanitizer to people I care about who are elderly, and well, quite frankly, all of us who uh, know them are telling them to stay in the house. Don't leave. We'll get you things. We'll drop it off on your porch. So other than that, it's pretty much uh, you know, survival mode for all of us, and I think it's important that we all take it seriously, because if we don't take it seriously, oh sorry, I don't wear long sleeves very often. It kind of feels weird. If we don't all start to take this a little bit more serious, you know, it's going to take longer for us to get through this. There's no doubt in my mind we're going to get through this, but we could get through it a lot faster if we all just took this a little more serious. You know, there's people out there in the front lines, and you know, we all have those frontliners in our lives, and we care much about them, and we're really hoping that everyone out there is basically taking this seriously enough that you're not continually putting yourself at risk. I get it. You know, if you have no food at all, you know, and you don't have a lot of money to order takeout, there's different ways to get it to you. You know, you can stores are offering deliveries. Take advantage of those. At least look into them. Um, I mean, we have to do what we can. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm rambling right now, and maybe I am. It's just, you know, I'm usually pretty good with the words, but you know, I've never been faced with something like this where I need to, you know, I guess it would have been easier if I had scripted this, but I'm usually pretty good off the cuff. But it's just a scary time right now, and it's not scary enough that we need to panic, but it's scary enough that we need to take it seriously. So, no matter what it is, think of everyone else. Don't just think of yourself. Let's not be selfish. Let's all pull together. Let's forget our differences. Um, you know, one of the things, if you know me at all, you know that I have absolutely no use for politics. Um, I think, you know, there's no better way to get, you know, create division among people than politics, and I think we can all say that both in Canada and the U.S. right now, um, there's been no greater division in my lifetime, and I'm 52 years old. Um, and I'm not blaming, you know, the two people in charge at this time. Um, whether I'm a fan or not is irrelevant. But it's time to stop the bickering. It's time to stop the division. It's time to stop the blame game. Um, because I'll guarantee you, none of us would want to be, none of us would want to be the person in charge forced to make these difficult decisions right now. And it's time we think of that. It's time we're real. Let's send love out to the nurses. Let's send love out to the doctors. Let's send love out to the janitors, to the people keeping these hospitals clean, the volunteer staff, the receptionists that are working these hospitals. Every single person. I really hope I'm not missing out on anyone. All the specialty divisions in the hospital. All these people who continually must go to work. They must go to work. Retail workers, bus drivers. Yeah, I know it says for essential. They're only right now. They finally pulled it back to essentials only on the buses. But we all know people. We all know there's going to be people out there putting these bus drivers at risk. Cab drivers, Uber drivers. The list goes on and on. There's a lot of people that haven't been locked down yet, shut down yet, and are continually going to work. And we know that the nurses and the doctors are never going to be in that group. So, and all the personnel in hospitals, I really feel bad about, I don't want to leave anyone out. Anyone who works in a hospital in any capacity who's being not just called upon to go to work as a regular shift, but being called upon to go beyond the call of duty. I salute you all. I salute every single one of you. And I wish nothing but health and happiness through this. It's a terrible time, but I know we're going to get through it. I know we will. And it's time to put things in perspective. Like we all went crazy when all the major sports started to walk away and close down because of this virus. And I'll admit, I was pretty excited for some NHL hockey, some playoffs. And but wow, what a way to put things in perspective. Because we're all making it without the sports. Every single one of us. Yeah, I'm sure we miss it. There's no doubt we miss it, the people who watch it. But think about the true heroes. Think about the people we should be worshiping and idolizing. Think about the people who are really, really important in society. It's not the athletes. It's not the entertainers. It's the people saving lives. I guess I'll leave it on that note, guys. The people saving lives, they're my heroes.